How much money can I make from 5,000 ancient soil? Today we're testing another money-making method. This one is the old classic, since archaeology has been out anyway, of sifting soil. This one has a bit of a higher level requirement, so if you have high level archaeology, this one might be a good option. For some bad reason, I decided to test this method with 5,000 soil, not really thinking how long this might take. Spoiler alert, it took a while. Anyway, let's test the method. Requirements. The requirements for this one are actually quite high. You'll need high level archaeology, 99 plus, but 120 is probably recommended. You'll need 91 magic, also with a Lunar Spell book unlocked. 50 summoning for the Water Fiend, as it has a 5% chance to double any item received when you're screening soil, which does translate into 5% increase in materials overall. Items. An archaeology soil box you'll need. Also, if it holds 500 soil, that does save a little bit of time. You'll need the Master Archaeologist outfit for maximum efficiency. A large rune pouch to hold your astral runes, which does save trips to the bank kind of. And you'll need a mud battle staff or similar staff, which saves on water and earth runes. Quests you'll need are Lunar Diplomacy for the Sift Soil spell. And also you may need the Guild Master qualification to upgrade and get the Master outfit. Materials. So I ended up putting in bids for 5k Ancient Soil and 5k Astral Runes. Also I needed a Mud Battle Staff and a Water Fiend pouch. Because I was stuffing around so much, I ended up using 2 of the Water Fiend pouches to get through the 5k soil. Also, in hindsight, I should have bought less to test this method. But I'm 5k in now, so I've got to do it. The process. Equip your Master Archaeologist outfit and make sure the items are in your inventory as mentioned under the items section. Now we need to head to the Archaeology Guild Bank. After testing this for a while, I found the best way to set this up is the following. Set a preset of your arc gear and items with just the soil box in your inventory. I set this to 4 of the presets, so you can load it by clicking the bank and pressing F4, or you can right click on the bank and load last preset. Then I bound the Sift Soil spell to key X, and then you can cast it by pressing space. So the method is click bank, press F4, press X, press space, wait 20 seconds. Then you need to repeat this 185 times if you have 5,000 soil. In between doing all this, you also need to refill your soil box every 500 soil and press the empty familiar button on the bank when it's getting full. It's actually not too bad if you don't mind the repetitive stuff. The only issue I found was that testing this method with 5,000 soil, so I knew that I was in for at least an hour of pain here. If I was smarter, I probably would have just tested this with 1,000 soil, but I have 5,000 now, so I have to do this for an hour. A little bit sad. You can also see your progression by watching the number of astral runes in your pouch. It's better not to look at this though as it goes down, as it is quite depressing. On the plus side, you do get quite a bit of magic experience doing this. I'll be quite interested to see how much all the items sell for, to see if this method is actually worth an hour of my time. Having the Water Fiend out for this is actually quite nice, as it does provide the 5% chance, and I did notice that it was filling up every few bank inventory refills, so I think it is worth the cost, even though they're about 100k per Water Fiend. Method tips and tricks. After doing this for even longer, I found that using the right click on the bank method and then load up the last preset is much easier. You can kind of have this open while it's processing. Then as you see the inventory filling up, you can press load last preset. Then press your key combo X and space, and it's a little bit easier that way. It's almost a bit AFK for 20 seconds anyway. Also, I found the items were filling the inventory if I clicked the load preset, just as the inventory was 1 to 2 items blank. I could reload quite quickly, whereas if it gives you the message your inventory is full, sometimes it kind of interferes with the load preset from the bank, which slows you down a bit. So I found that if I put some nice music or a video in the background, it was quite an easy method after all, when you get the hang of it. Even though sitting around and doing this kind of stuff isn't really my bag. Results and profit breakdown. So the cost of all the items, astral runes and gravel, water fiends and the battle stuff was 11.2 million. And I sold all of the items for 18.52 million, which gives me a total profit of 7.28 million. Plus also I got archaeology XP 100,000 and magic XP more than 465,000 as it was on double XP. Also, as always, the prices will vary depending on the RS market. Other thoughts. There is a buy limit of 5k soil and it seemed to buy quite slowly, even if I upped the price. It seemed it was buying as all the bots were selling it maybe. You can also sift other types of soil if you're hitting the limit. The items received will probably differ quite a lot to the amount you get in totals, so it might also differ, as I'm not sure if the items are random or if you'll get similar results. If you have Grace of the Elves and the Brooch of the Gods, these also proc a little bit, so the extra stuff is a good bonus. So yes, it seems that I did make a profit of 7.2 million after all the costs were taken out, of 11.2 million. This method requires you to stare at the bank for a full hour or more, pressing the keybinds as your inventory fills up, which is a massive pain. Is it worth it for the profit? For me, I would say no. I don't think I'll be doing this method again. Let me know in the comments if you have tried this method and if you get similar or better results. Until the next one, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.